Alright, here's a tour of my 2002 Volkswagen Eurovan Weekender. It's got 86,000 miles on it. I've got the hood popped right now, so let's take a peek at the engine. Nice powerful V6, it's the VR6. You can see that I did get a little bit of mouse damage, but nothing other than nesting material. All kinds of juice running off the battery there. Out of respect for Idaho, I have kept the Idaho plate on front, since you don't have to have a plate on the front in Michigan. Alright, the other side there. Notice I do have the nice load-rated Kumos on there. Pretty new tread. I think the tires only have about 10,000 miles on them. I'll show you this tire over here. A little easier to see. Super nice tires. And they can handle the weight of the Eurovan, because I think it's about 5,600 pounds. Sliding windows here. I do have screens for those. I don't have them in the van right now since it's winter and they whistle when you're driving down the road. Some of the benefits here, there's my Michigan plate. We have a towing package on the back. If I open up the back here, you see about all the storage space. Paper towel, even throw that in the sale depending on if you meet my asking price. This shelf, you can pull out these little pins right here and lift this up and take this whole piece right out if you would like, if you've got hauling something taller. But you can, oh, there's the sheet for the bed up top. You can run this all the way in pretty deep. It's kind of hard to tell, I guess, from the video on the phone here, but it's about 4 feet back to the front of there. I'll walk around and show you. So it comes all the way to there. I am unfortunately missing that little panel. I've got that one there that pops off, but this panel's missing. Since it's the Weekender MV, that bench right there does fold out into a bed. Over on the side here, you can see that table. Pop it out so you get to see what that looks like. Table. Looks like I even have a book under there. Card Girls. I might throw that in the sale. Curtains all the way around. It's nice. Actually, down underneath the driver's seat, you can see where those wires are running in. There's an auxiliary battery. And so running off the auxiliary battery will be power down below. You can see that power about the 12 volt right there. There's also one right here. It also runs this little power inverter. It runs the refrigerator, which I'll show you in a moment. It runs these lights up top, the fluorescent lights. There's 2 of them there. Also, it runs, you can see right now that I have the car off, and there's my aftermarket Pioneer stereo, which is nice because you have a little aux in as well. So not only can you plug in a laptop there, there's also an iPod cable. But this little red switch that you can see over here, I've wired the stereo to where it will run off of the auxiliary battery. So even with it all off.
Again, is trying to prevent people from drinking too much. So how do we do
talking
that?
about drinking on NPR.
Strategies that to be effective.
So that's nice because if you get to a campsite, you can run your radio without risk of needing to jump in the morning. So that's a little aftermarket addition that I added. Let's talk about the fridge. Let me get this table out of the way. The way that works is through this thing. Alright, so the way this works, this lifts up through a latch over here. I think I need 2 hands to do it, so pardon the jostling here. Alright, and then there's the fridge underneath, which I probably didn't clean out. Oh, there's a little bit of food in there. I'll get that done before you buy it. But so that's nice, and this whole unit will pull all the way out too. I'm not going to do it since it's plugged into the back where it runs its power, but that runs off the battery as well. It's nice to keep at least some things cool. These are the curtains that we fabricated for the front. You know, storage all the way around. Like here's a little cup holder, which is nice. let's take a peek up high. So this is where the pop top is accessed. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull the latch, and up top we go. So here's the bed on this side. Couple vents which I've opened up, so there would be light in here. Nice thing about how this bed works is you can actually lift up this for when you're not up top sleeping. Sorry, I'm doing this with holding my phone here. Latch it up, and then with that latched up, you have enough headroom to stand up and change. You can see that I've got a little bit of grease on the top of the pop top. Those aren't all the, well, I guess they kind of are. Those are little tears. But the reason that happened is because of this latching mechanism. Got caught in there. Some of it was previous wear to me, and I'm sure I did a little bit of it too. But pretty slick. I'm a big guy. I'm standing completely up right now. I'm 6'1", about 250 pounds. My wife and I sleep up here. She's not very big, so that helps out. But yeah, so that's the pop top. Anything else I failed to mention? Did I show you the mileage? That looks like 86,625. 85,625. And look at that, only 26.7 miles on the trip. Airbags. Yeah, a couple hair ties I'll throw in for free. There's pouches for storage on the backs of these chairs. There is, storage in the doors. Over on that side, there's a little lock that you can do to lock. But yeah, so I will back up, take a trip around again real quick, so you get to see it, see her in her glory. The top is popped. Don't ever drive like this. It'll be bad. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I included it in the pictures. Over here, what I've installed are aftermarket rain gutters for a Thule or Yakima roof rack. So if you've got a roof rack, as long as you have rain gutter towers, it'll drop right in. I do have a rack I could sell with the van if it's a deal breaker for you, or a deal maker, I guess I should say. Nice if you're out on the road. For the way that this stretches out, you can set up camp right here, cook a little bit, stay out of the rain. That's something that I've got mentioned in the ad. You'll notice you can only see that the very top of the van has had some sun damage, and so it looks just kind of wet and glossy right now. But that's actually, it could stand to be painted. That's one of the reasons I'm asking such a fair price on it. Sliding door isn't all the way shut there from when I hopped out before, but yeah, that's my van. Buy it. It'll make you happy. Call me with any questions. And thanks for watching my video.